to
I,
do it.
I think it's the other way around. I think what he's saying is more like you can have somebody else sell your masters for you that's going to better negotiate it. Majority of the artists that to me, we got a lot of people food are artists that's calling themselves independent that used to be signed to a major label. The
Mhm.
majority of artists that used to be signed to major label are benefiting from the marketing and promotion that major label put behind them.
Right.
So now that they're independent, then yeah, it is good for them to own their own masters. It is good for them to, own a lot of stuff. But if you never had a major label behind you and you own your own masters from out the gate, majority of the time, don't nobody wants to buy them. They haven't really gained a certain value yet unless you do so much work behind the song. By the time you look at the return on your investment, you will realize that it would have been better off to have your masters up front being negotiated by somebody who could get more money for you. Because they're going to get sold, right? Think about Lil Wayne. His masters were sold,
Yeah.
but he didn't own them at first. He had to build it up and then got into a situation where,
Season. They
okay,
got
he buy
season.
them back, then he can sell them, get some money off of it that way. But I do get what you're saying. I think it is good to educate people on the difference between, owning your masters and not owning your masters. But I would really love to see kind of a little bit more of somebody who owned their masters and what they did with them. Because
And
what we're hearing from like our music exec friends that's in the industry, and then the people we know kind of doing their independent thing, is
mhm.
that it's hard for them to get that sync right now. So that sync licensing, all of that stuff to get people to buy your music, your split sheets, people wanting to buy your masters, it's not really happening at that independent level.
Yeah.
But that's my little 2 cents. I do think it's good to be independent when you putting in your own work. The key word you said was the bank.
Yeah.
Even the bank, what people don't realize, even the bank get a return on their investment. It's called interest. So
Mhm.
the bank give you some money, right? They're gonna want a return on their investment. I think that's the same thing with a label. A label putting up a lot of money and their reputation using their connects. I think at the back end they want, a return on their investment too.